Welcome back. Still tuned in to the market at 14,884. It's in the green comfortably, with the broader markets showing you resilience. BPCL 5%, and that stock is certainly in focus as they're looking to sell stake for about 9,875 crore rupees. JP Morgan as well has upped the target price, and this stock is in focus on the back of this news. Let's get on board Mr. N Vijayagopal. He's the Director of Finance of BPCL, joining in to talk a little bit more about the contours of that deal and a lot more about how the funds will come into the books of the company. Thank you so much for taking time out. To begin with, this transaction has been executed and announced. When will the money come onto your books, and what is the timeline for the transaction to be closed?
This board approval is subject to be ratified and approved by the shareholders of the company. We are holding an extraordinary general body meeting on the 25th of March. And our plan is to close this transaction by the end of the financial year 2021 itself.
Okay, so are you going to use the funds for paying debt or paying dividend, or both? And where will the cash exactly be utilized, and what are the options that are in front of you for this?
That is a board call to be taken. Let the money come in. We have various options. Definitely a portion of this will go as dividend, because we have a track record of rewarding our shareholders handsomely. So a portion definitely will go as dividend. It has also a tax implication. So we are studying the tax implication and how to treat this as either as capital gains, and therefore the effective tax rate could be less. And the balance proceeds will be used in a multifarious ways. It will be also a portion will go as dividend.
Sure. What is it that you're going to do with the proceeds of this transaction, plus the already existing cash on books? How much will be then the total liquidity on your books?
We are sitting pretty. Liquidity has improved because, as I was telling you, we have come down to the levels of 0.67% or something on the equity ratio side, because prices have been benign and the inventory levels have been contained. So therefore, we are sitting pretty on liquidity. This money will be an extra for us to use. As you rightly said, it can be used in many different ways. We are ready to take a call on that. It's a board call, so we have to probably wait for some more time.
Sure. Also wanted to understand what happens to investments in other companies, such as your stake in IGL, etc.
No, we have a major value is sitting in IGL and PLL, but that is part of the transaction. We are not planning any unlocking of values on those sides. This is because this was a Government of India decision when BPCL disinvestment was announced, that it will be sans NRL. So NRL had to be divested before we proceed on the main company's privatization.
All right. And what are the steps now that are going to be taken from here on for the divestment?
We are now ready with our data room. We are only waiting for the department to give us the date when they are ready to allow the investors. We are ready. I think it should happen in the next couple of weeks, latest by 15th.
Okay, and give us a sense finally as to what exactly your marketing margins could look like. What's the outlook when it comes to your GRMs in place?
Marketing margins continue to be at comfortable levels. There have been some difficulties because the prices have suddenly went up a bit, and even US dollar exchange rate has also gone up a bit. But we are trying to pass on the impact to the consumers as much as possible in a calibrated way. On average, our marketing margin continues to be robust.
Appreciate your time. Thank you so much, Mr. Vijayagopal, for joining in and giving us a sense as to what the process is like for the divestment as well as the fund utilization.